If you're already subscribed to this channel, you know we proudly talk about what we consider the most beautiful of all temperaments. Yes, the melancholic. We're deep, sensitive, intense, and okay, maybe a little dramatic too. But what you may not know is that the melancholic is just one of the 4 classical temperaments, a theory that dates all the way back to ancient Greece, explored by names like Hippocrates, Galen, and later revisited by Carl Jung and Kiersey. Alongside the melancholic, we also have the sanguine, the choleric, and the phlegmatic, each with a very different way of thinking, feeling, and moving through life. So today, we're doing something a little different. We're turning our attention to the others, because understanding ourselves also means recognizing what we're not. Sometimes, the only way to truly see who we are is by standing next to what we are not. Let's take a look. You might be surprised by how much these other types help you understand yourself better.
While the melancholic looks inward, the sanguine looks at the world. They walk into a room and light it up, loud, lively, and unafraid to dive into new experiences like tomorrow is guaranteed. To a melancholic, that can feel almost careless. But to a sanguine, melancholics are too deep, like someone drowning in what was meant to be shallow water. Sanguines live in the now. They get excited about new people, shift gears easily, and embrace life with a kind of short-lived intensity. Next to them, melancholics can feel invisible or too slow to keep up. But there's also something liberating about that energy. Sanguines remind us that not everything needs to be understood before it can be enjoyed. And melancholics in turn show sanguines that feeling deeply isn't a flaw. It's a gift, even if it sometimes hurts.
Cholerics act. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wonder what if. They move. Where the melancholic analyzes, the choleric decides. Where the melancholic hesitates, the choleric is already 10 steps ahead. This contrast can cause friction. Cholerics may see melancholics as slow, overly emotional, or too complicated. Melancholics may see cholerics as cold, impatient, or detached. Still, there's something admirable about the choleric's drive. They know what they want and go for it. The melancholic, often caught in thoughts and emotions, can learn to transform overthinking into action. And the choleric, if open to listening, might find in the melancholic a rare depth, one that gives real meaning to things they might be doing on autopilot. Maybe the balance is right there, between feeling and doing, between depth and direction. At first glance, phlegmatics and melancholics might seem alike. Both are quiet, observant, and calm. But what drives them is different. Phlegmatics avoid conflict. They seek peace. Melancholics seek meaning, even if that means stirring up inner storms. Phlegmatics accept life as it is. They don't fight reality or their own emotions. Melancholics feel things more sharply and often wrestle with those feelings. This can lead to mutual admiration or misunderstanding. Phlegmatics might find melancholics too intense. Melancholics may feel frustrated by what seems like emotional distance. Still, there's something healing about a phlegmatic's presence. They don't judge, they just listen. And sometimes that's exactly the kind of silence a melancholic needs.
Not the silence that isolates, but the kind that embraces.
Now that you've seen the other 3 temperaments a bit more clearly, some things might be clicking. That friend who's always talking and lives like it's a party, probably sanguine. That no-nonsense coworker who always gets things done with zero drama, possibly a choleric. And that person who listens more than they speak, avoids tension and stays calm in chaos, likely a phlegmatic. And what about the people closest to you? Parents, siblings, partners, friends? Can you tell what temperaments surround you? Because once you start seeing how different people process the world, everything starts to make more sense. Drop a comment and tell me who came to mind during this video. And if someone popped into your head, go ahead and share this with them. They might see themselves here too. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episodes in our melancholic series and everything that connects to it. Because understanding others is powerful, but understanding yourself, that's where the real freedom begins.